Welcome, my little children. Today I am super excited to be working with one of my long-standing brands that I have been buying from for a long time, so that's why it's super cool that now I get to work with them. It's a little company called Optyk. And the reason why I've been buying from these guys for so long is because they do a huge range of lenses and they're super cheap. And I'm not talking like super cheap because they're all 30-day lenses. No. They're like 3 months to a year. So there's like long-lasting lenses for super cheap. So that's why I've been buying my lenses from them for a while. And on top of that, the suppliers that they use make really good quality lenses. Like they're not, you know, I bought some lenses before from other places and they can get a little bit irritating, but these are fine. That's why I've been using them for so long. So they are tried and tested over years of product testing, so you can trust me when I give you my opinion. So let's get down to it, shall we? Allow me to first of all talk about the lenses I am wearing right now. As you can see by this close-up right here, please ignore the red eye. I literally just put them in, and I think these may have been the last pair I put in out of all the try-ons, and they do eventually settle and stop moving around. Like I said, these have literally just been put in front of the camera. So these are white mesh. They are very effective. They are very scary looking. Very visual. Speaking of visual, if you're wondering what it looks like while you're wearing these, back to me. It looks like this. It's not bad, right? It's not bad. Don't drive, but it's not bad. I can see the lens, I can see the viewfinder, I can see the computer screen, I can see that girl standing over in the corner. Oh god. So they're only 14.5 to 15mm in diameter, which is basically the same size as your iris. So they're not like super massive and a struggle to put in. They're super easy, they just slip right on. All you have to do is just, you know, work it around your eye and then onto the iris and go, and that's it. It's on the iris, it fits. Give it a couple of seconds to settle, and you're done. Super easy. Oh, crystal ball. What lenses do we have? Come on, glitter. What lenses shall we look at next? Oh. This is just from their home decor department. This is not a real crystal ball. So I guess I'll have to choose. And the next lenses are these lovely natural blue ones. They're very subtle, but not too subtle. In the light, they look fantastic. As you can see, they are the same color as my hair. But when the light is off them, obviously they settle a bit more and they look more like a natural blue. But if you do want that bright blue look in your videos or in your photos, then of course with some direct lighting, they will lighten up and they'll look more blue/green. Very nice, and I think they will work excellently with my future makeup choices. Again, these are 14.5 to 15. I think they're 14.5 mil, and the same size as your iris. They are not a struggle to put in. They're super easy, super comfortable, and they settle almost immediately. You know what, next? Let me just show you the last of the normal sized ones. And this one is really cool looking. I mean, really cool. These ones. Just a basic, plain pair of orange lenses. You have been deceived. You have been fooled. If you shine a UV light upon these lenses, then voila! They light up. And they look amazing. They are super reactive. Nothing has been put on this footage to make it look like this. They are literally that bright in UV. They are super great. Again, 14.5. They fit right on nice and easy. And if you're going clubbing where there's going to be a lot of UV light, then you're going to want to wear these UV lenses. Okay, time to move on to the big boys. These lenses are considered mini sclera and full sclera, so if you're wondering what that means, it means they are on the whites of your eye. They cover not only the iris, but also the whites. Not the egg whites, the white, like the white bit of your eye, which in my case is all of it, but they extend, do you know what I mean? This like 17.5 mil, I think they are, 17 mil, so they extend out. I've over-explained this. I'm sure you get it. So I've been primarily wearing nothing but mini sclera lenses this entire time. First of all, let's start off with the black ones. The 17mm black ones, these ones. Now, the reason why I got the 17mm ones and not the 22mm ones is because 22mm lenses can be very difficult to wear. They're a lot thicker, which is why I feel like they don't sit so comfortably in your eye as much as the other ones do, because they are just thicker lenses. Some people have no problem with lenses at all. I've seen people put lenses in for the first time and have no problems, but with me, I think my eyes are particularly sensitive, so I do have to allow a couple of minutes for my lenses to settle before it, you know, starts feeling comfortable again. Like I'm just, you know, there's nothing in my eye. So for me, full sclera lenses are a bit of a struggle, and that's why I use mini scleras, because they do have that amazing near full eye look, but without some of the uncomfortable feelings and also the difficulty of putting them in along with it. So those are my black lenses. You guys have seen me wear them before. I mean, there's photos and there's videos. Next lenses. Now these next ones are my absolute favorites, and I've been wearing these for a very long time. In fact, I've been wearing these for at least 2 years. At least. And these are the white ones with a black ring around. They're called Deadpool on the website. And again, they're 17mm, super comfortable, very effective, and I like the black ring. It sort of adds a little something extra to your eyes, to your look. Now, for those of you who have never tried anything bigger than the standard size color lenses, you may find it a little bit difficult at first to put in the larger ones, but here's my little trick. Here is what I have found to make that a little bit easier. Instead of having it on your finger like that and then trying to put it in, I actually like pinch it a little. In fact, let me show you. A lot of people will put it on their finger like that and then put it in. But I find because I can't actually open my eye wide enough to do that, I pinch it. I pinch it like that, and then I put the bottom edge down my bottom lid, and then I use that to get the lens to suction onto the eye, and then I move it round and onto the iris. Blink a couple of times, and there it is. And I've been putting these in for a couple of years, and that definitely works a lot better than just trying to flat out get your eye wide enough to get this whole thing in there. But then I have little eyes, so if you have big eyes, ignore everything I said. And now we move on to the biggest boy. As soon as I saw these boys on the website, because they've just been added, or at least when I got them, they had just been added, but these guys have just been added to the website, and as soon as I saw them, I was like, oh yes! And it's these ones. Now these are the 22mm full sclera lenses, and black and yellow. Now, like I said, my eyeballs are pretty small, so for me it was a little bit of a wrestle to not only get them in, but also to get them onto my eyeball. But after a little while they do settle, and then they suction onto your eye, and then you're okay. Some people, most people, have absolutely no problems with getting these in at all, but for me and a select few other people, a very few, small amount of other people, it does take a while to stop them from just sort of like going like creasing out again, so you have to keep pushing them back on. It's not as awful as it sounds. Like Kaya, for example, can just put them in, no problem. And I've seen a bunch of other people use them, and there's been no problem at all. It's just me and like a few other people. But like I said, if you do just stay with it, and they do settle eventually, and you can just keep trying to push on, it doesn't hurt at all. They will eventually just conform to your eye, and there you go, you have these amazing lenses in. So these are 22mm, they are full eyeball, and they look insane. They look insane, and I will be reserving these for probably future music videos, and if I have plenty of time to get them in for future videos on here. As mentioned before, they are a little bit thicker than the normal 14 and the 17mm lenses, so you will most certainly know that they are in your eye, but you do get used to the feeling. It doesn't feel like an eyelash in your eye or anything, or a twig or something. And that is all the lenses I have for now. I will have more lenses from Optyk in the future to show you guys, and if you want to get your own Optyk lenses, if you want to get your own lenses, and I think they do have a US store as well, there is a link in the description and you can get your own lenses. I will link you to all of the ones that I showed you in this video, plus you can have a look and browse through all the other designs. Do you know what? If it wasn't for the slight vision impairment, I would have completely forgotten that I'm actually wearing these right now. They are so comfortable. But you know, that's why I messaged Optyk out of the many other companies. Optyk were the ones that I've been using for so long. It's their products that I'm so familiar with and so comfortable with that I would be confident in sharing, you know, my experience with their lenses over the past couple of years of using them. So, you know, you guys can know that I'm not bullshitting you. So do not forget my little snacks. I will be coming to Birmingham. Oh, I will be coming to Birmingham on the 9th of May. Be there or be somewhere else. No, but seriously, if you can make it, that'd be super dope. I'm gonna be playing a show with my band. We're gonna be playing a bunch of really cool songs. Unfortunately, the set is only 30 minutes, but there's a bunch of other bands on the lineup. I think there's like 5 in total, so it's gonna be a really great night. And we'll be hanging out with people after the show. We can get drinks together or whatever. So it's gonna be really dope, and you can meet the rest of the band as well. I know they're super excited to meet you guys. Now, usually, this is the part of the video where I tell you what I will be posting next. Don't I do that, usually? And that is just because my brain is just like, put something here. You can't just say like, and that's video, bye. But the thing is, because I have decided to try and do 3 videos a week, and I am on schedule, okay, there are a bunch of things that I have come up with that I could do a video on. And some of them, I wouldn't say are controversial, but they are definitely sort of, arousing. Not in that way. So I have a bunch of ideas. I'm not entirely sure what I'll be filming next, so the next video will be a complete surprise. And lastly, for you guys who support me on Patreon, and for those of you who don't, I know I sounded all angry when I said, for those who don't, I don't mean that. I didn't mean that. I am going to be releasing a new song, complete with vocals, to my Patreon, and that song, I did a full metal cover. I did a full, well, not metal, I just did a full cover of it, jazzed it up a little bit. I did a full cover of Legal Assassin from the Repo the Genetic Opera soundtrack. It's one of my favorite songs from that soundtrack, and I did the vocals for it, and I did the music for it. I basically redid the whole thing from scratch. I redid the whole song. And that'll be up there next month. So if you sign up to Patreon today, and for those of you who are on Patreon right now, there will be a new song for all of you next month. I'll also try and dig out some of my older tracks as well and upload them right now. So if you're on Patreon right now, you're about to get some new music. Isn't that exciting? It's just so much exciting stuff, like... And scene. I'll see you guys in the next video, whatever it may be. And whatever it is, I expect to see you guys there and in the comments section. Don't forget to check out Optyk, don't forget to check out Patreon, and do not forget to come to my show in Birmingham. I had a great day today, because I made it a great day. Goodbye, everyone.